YouTube. So, I had this in for a repair. This is a John 5 squire, which I've not cleaned. Nope. I should have really given it. No, but I wasn't paid to give it a wipe. So this is a... Oh. It's not immediately obvious what it is. CGS 112. So what year this is, I don't know. I do know that this is the one that John 5 had like a really weird headstock on it, like a 3 aside, but it was this length. So it was like a long headstock, like sort of 3 tuners here and 3 here, then a big bit on the top, which I think Fender made him change it, to be honest, because it wasn't selling for that reason. I am a bit of a John 5 fan myself, to be honest. I don't know how to play any of his stuff. I saw him, he was playing with Rob Zombie when I saw him at Download a few years ago, and it was brilliant. It was like the best guitar tone for the whole weekend, and he was just using a tele and a fuzz pedal. I think his pedal board's about this size, and it's got like is it a Boss DS1, a tuner, and a wah-wah pedal. That's all he needs, and then he's got his guitar that's full of glow-in-the-dark fairy liquid, and it kind of mental. But this is his signature guitar. I had one of these before, which I really liked as well. It was gold. It was rocking. So this one is the black one. So we've got it's a tele. I don't think it normal. I think that's a different type of logo than normal. Does it normally say Squier by Fender Telecaster like that on it? I don't think it does. But obviously it's quite a high spec thing. I would put this probably, I think this is more expensive than your like, oh, maybe the one I had before was a Fender. It might not have been a Squier. I can't remember. But I think this is kind of like higher than your classic vibes. I think. I don't know. Should have looked up. Didn't. So mirror scratch plate. 2 what look like DiMarzio pickups. You know, they've got the hex pulls on them. I'd imagine they're probably specific ones for this. They're probably John 5 signature pickups or something like that. We've got 2 volumes. It's a bit strange, and a pickup selector up here. I got this in because David. So he tried to sort of the volume control was bent apparently, and I can't say if it was bent or it wasn't bent because he pulled the knob off and the black plastic bit stayed on the pot. So when I took that off, I just pulled it. The whole pot came to bits. So it's gone. There's a new pot in there. So the other one might have been bent. I don't know. It's now smashed. Basically, I pulled out the actual shaft, just came right out the pot when I was trying to take off the stupid plastic bit, which I needed to do to get it off the guitar anyway. And I fitted a kill switch, which shouldn't be there, which actually looks pretty good. Actually, I think it kind of looks like it should be there. It did kind of look weird the way it was a tele plate with the 2 controls and nothing here. And I used an entire Dremel bit to take that out. Maybe I could have done it if I had a bigger drill bit, but my drill doesn't go up to the diameter of that, so I basically drilled the biggest drill bit I had, which is about that, but it had to be that size. So basically I was out there with a brand new Dremel metal bit, like, and then after, 5 minutes, the whole thing was red hot. I had to put it down, come through here, do something else, go back out 10 minutes later, when it cooled down, do the same again. I had to do that half a dozen times. Really annoying, but done now. Yeah, so enough of what I did to this. So both volumes at full. Here's the bridge pickup. Both pickups. Neck pickup. And no tone control. I guess the reason why you would have it 2 volumes is so you can maybe that's them both on. You can turn the bridge down a little bit. Sort of blend between the 2, so you turn that all the way down. That's just the neck pickup. It doesn't seem to be doing anything, the switch. So you can blend in. And the other way you can gradually turn off the neck pickup, giving you full bridge. So I'm sure John 5 has his reasons. He knows what he's doing. He's an amazing guitarist. If you ever look him up on YouTube, there's a couple of things where he's sitting there and it's one of those people that makes you a little bit sick when you see him play. I mean, I know he's got like he played with Marilyn Manson, so I wasn't that much of a fan of. And he's got like he's got like, I don't know, like wears like funny coloured contact lenses, and he kind of looks like some cyber freak or something like that. But he seems really brand new. It's one of those folk that you see and you think, oh god, this guy is going to kill me, and it's like he's actually like really softly spoken and appears very intelligent. So I'm a bit of a fan, even though I don't really know any of the music he plays. So I can't play any John 5 licks in this, but he can play all this country stuff and like really, really fast banjo runs and all that. So it's obviously a super versatile guitar. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to play, 3 chords into it. I need to rearrange all this. Leads keep going on top. That'll be the length from here on. I'm kind of going for a record today of how many videos. I don't know what the most videos I've ever done in a day is. It's actually now night time, and it's I want to give this back, so I'm doing a video now. You'll probably see it next week. I was always just going to pull it up and see if there was a coil split. But I was in there, and I know there's not a coil split because I put the new pot in. Oh, the British pedal's not there anymore. I'll try the Marshall. Governor. Bridge. If I go in the middle, so that's the bridge pickup. Turn the neck pickup down. In the middle, just still the same because it's still the bridge. Bring it in. What I was going to show you is that the kill switch. The thing about kill switches is, I'm 98.5% sure that they're all like this, because all you're doing is shorting the guitar out. So even you're playing it clean, it's got a bit of a click to it, because you're basically just shorting out the whole guitar and then putting the whole back guitar. So see, it's like doesn't sound that good, but when you've got like a rat pedal on, I can't use these things. That's actually quite a good position for it. You can get to it quite easily. And what you see, if you see, I suppose if you probably type in John 5 into YouTube and kill switch, you'll see some of the stuff you can do with a kill switch is ridiculous. He's got one that's got like a big green light up. I mean, obviously needs a battery arcade type, like a puggy switch on it. This is just a wee plastic thing. I actually bought. I was going to do that, and I actually bought an arcade switch, thinking that'll be perfect. And see, the switches you get like on an arcade machine or a puggy, it's like, oh, so it's that size. I figured, I can totally handle that. It's about that deep. So it's like, if you did fit it to a guitar, the back of the actual gubbins of the switch would be sticking at the back, so you can't. He must have got it specially made from somewhere. So I've still got an arcade switch in the parts box somewhere, which I can't think of anything I would ever really use it for. I mean, why would you want a momentary switch? Maybe you could maybe put it on in an amp. I could actually, I could put it on this amp, right? Oh God, imagine having to drill through that. Put it on this amp because these are momentary switched, like the 4 switches in the front, and there is a foot switch input, so I could wire it in there with chain, and then you would have like a push button on the top, but it's just the same as the push button there. But that means you could kind of operate it with your foot. I quite like that idea. I thought about doing that before and completely forgotten about it. That's because you wouldn't normally have your amp on the floor, but I kind of like the idea of having an amp of that size, and you could sit there and you could be, you know, it's like none of your distortion pedal nonsense. I can just use my amp. It's just, I kind of struggle a wee bit with the kill switch the same way I do with tremolos a bit. If you had one guitar that you used all the time, one button would be fine, because you would just get used to where it is. It's the same with tremolo bars too, like, okay, maybe a strats are all kind of similar, but they're not really. You know, sometimes the tremolo bar's here, and sometimes it's here, and sometimes it's kind of here, and here, and here, or it's a big space here. You know, it's like, you need to know the guitar an awful lot better to use it properly. It's about time I actually fitted a guitar with a kill switch for myself so I could actually learn how to use it. Instead of just playing a note, because you can obviously see, I'm using it in a totally crap way, not really Rage Against the Machine, but you know what I mean, that kind of thing. I'm just using it for when it gets to the end of whatever it is I'm playing. Wah wah wah, or is what the way I'm using it just now, which is a bit crap, and I should really learn how to use it properly. Because I'm pretty sure you can. I suppose it could be a broken lead simulator as well. I might just call it, I think I might actually from now on call it a broken lead simulator. This is a really nice guitar though. Just because tellies are really nice. They're my favourite thing that would annoy me a little bit is, just getting used to the fact that it's got 2 volume controls. So if you're on the neck pickup, it's still on, you turn the volume down and it's like, oh, it's this one. On a technical note, for all technical folk, he used Alpha 250 pots, which I'm sure is what they've been spec'd as. So I replaced it with an Alpha 250 pot, as opposed to normally I would put a B500. Like, so not only a different value, as in 500 instead of 250, I would also have used a B rather than an A. So it does kind of, it dies off quite quickly. So if there's your nothing, and that's at full. That's about half. Maybe not. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe it's probably got distortion on. Normally I find it the roll off. Yeah, see there's half. Off. About half. Full. There's a big travel, see between like 7 and 10 on the dial if you use an alpha pot. That's kind of like sort of barely on and full whack, as opposed to a beta pot would give you a bit more sort of 5 would be half volume, whereas half volume and this is like at 8 or something. But I'm sure there's a reason for it. It's probably much easier to change quickly if you want to turn the volume up quicker, because you're not having to go whoop. You're just going whoop. I mean, gorgeous neck on this. Really. In China. I still don't. The serial number still doesn't say what year it is. CGS 11. It could be 2011. Yeah, probably actually. I'm trying to think when I had I remember having a Fender catalogue. But Merchant City Music, when it used to be in Merchant City in Glasgow, used to have catalogues, and I was like, I didn't look at guitars. Oh, for catalogue, so I've got the BC Rich ones and stuff like that, which I bet you I could sell them for like a tenner each on eBay just now if I still had them. I've probably still got them somewhere. And they had the John 5 one. I thought, oh, it looks really good. And you just looked at the headstock, and it's like, it's not a bad headstock. The other one, you know, the sort of the odd shaped one, it's a Telecaster. It's like Telecaster can't have like a 3-a-side pointy kind of like, it's kind of like, yeah. So I have no idea what date it is today. I know what date it is today, but I've no idea when I'll put this out. This can be one of my banks for if I can't be bothered doing a video one day. That's in, but it's really just because I want to give this back. I've had the guitar for like in fact it's a week. It's a week tomorrow. Damn it! It took me a whole week to do that. Well, it didn't. It took me today, but it took me a whole week to get around it. So if you want to get something booked in, go back a week because today is Wednesday. So this video won't be going out Wednesday because I've already know what tomorrow night's video is. I've already done one tonight, and the one after it I know what it is. So this is probably Saturday, maybe. So just get yourself booked in. It'll be fine if you want anything done. As I said, this one was just, well, it was adding a switch, and basically the whole time, took me all day to do it, but I was doing other stuff, was drilling this bastard hole in the tele metal plate, because it's thick metal, and it doesn't want to be drilled holes in. You'll notice that if you ever get, like if you ever try and change your pots from like the small pots to CTS or whatever, and it's like, oh, the hole's not quite big enough, I'll just... Mind you, if you're trying to get it bigger than what the biggest drill bit that fits in a normal size drill is, I suppose you could probably get a metal drill bit that's kind of, you know, it's thinner when it goes into the drill, and then it gets wider so you can put a bigger range in it. Is it a 10 mil or something? Whatever it is my drill takes. I did use the biggest drill bit you can fit in it without having to use any sort of adapters. But apart from that, but see, I mean, see that click? They all do that. Maybe if you're clever using it, it doesn't. Just there's a wee, which isn't there with the distortions on. Anyhow, guitar's ready, David. I'm just about to drop you a message and see if you're about tomorrow. I'm going to go and troll Scott tomorrow, I think. About a couple of what's in the bags. I've got some silly things. I don't know, that video's probably already up. That's pretty silly. Rock on, catch you later.